welcome into Cross My Heart Ministry. Laura McFarland here. Summer is slipping away, July is almost gone, and here we are into August. So it's time to give you one of our 2 free monthly downloads. And of course, I'm speaking of the Do It list. And so on that Do It list, part of it is staying organized. And so I'm stretching it a little bit. I did a Dollar Tree haul, and I feel like some of the things sort of fit into that get organized sort of mode. So ran off to Dollar Tree this morning, found some great finds that I want to share with you today for this edition of Dollar Tree haul / Do It list for August. We'll put the link below to access the Do It list. We'll throw it up there on the screen so you can take a look at it. Our regular viewers are familiar. If you're brand new, we try to put on one page a way for you to keep your home tidy, organized, clean, neat, without completely exhausting you. And its beauty is its simplicity. All on one page, no 3-ring binder with page after page of organizational tips. We just give you some daily, weekly, and monthly tasks to consider. Check off as many as you can. Use the blank lines to add things that you want to add that are tailored to you and your home, and line through the ones you don't care about. So here we go. But before I do jump in, I want to mention I'm wearing my Prayer Walk shirt, and that is coming up here in Northwest Arkansas. If you live in the area, we would love for you to come pray with us on August 9th, 2025, here in our community. We're going to be peeling off to each of the schools in the district. You show up that morning, get a free t-shirt, a water bottle, and some pre-printed prayer prompts. I'm going to talk briefly about what prayer walking is that morning, and then release everyone to go and pray. We're not going to sing. We're not going to eat donuts or drink coffee. We're not going to get little promos. We're just going to pray. We're going to pray for the kids in our community. And I would love for you, if you live out of town, to do the same thing where you are. You can reach out to me. We'll send a link. You can download those prayer prompts, grab a friend. You don't have to organize anything big. Just go grab a friend and walk and pray in your community. And if you'd like to organize it with your church or with a little group of people, I'll be happy to share some ideas on how you can make that happen. You don't need to provide the t-shirts or the water bottles or even the prayer prompts. You just need to have a heart to pray. So, having given that little promo, let's look at the Dollar Tree haul. They're starting to get in all the school supplies and all the fall stuff. I took advantage of a few of those, as well as some regular staples that I just gravitate to when I make a trip to Dollar Tree. So let me start over here on my left. They had something in the beauty section that I'm giving a little try to. It's the BB Beauty Benefit Cream. And I just thought this sounded interesting. I like sort of a light foundation sometimes for those days that I'm not getting all dolled up and going to a wedding or something fancy. And the BB cream seems to do that. I'm anxious to try theirs because it sure would be a lot less expensive than what I typically buy at a cosmetic counter. So there's that. And it certainly beats the price at Walgreens and Walmart. So we'll see how that looks and how that works, and we'll stay tuned. I saw these little paper plates. I actually ran into 2 different Dollar Trees to scope things out as I've been out shopping earlier this week and then again this morning. I did not see these at my local Dollar Tree, but at one over on the corridor close to us. And I just thought these were lovely. Just an upscale look with the little gold around the edges and the beautiful floral design. They did not have the coordinating napkins, or I would have bought those as well. There are 10 of these for $1.25. And of course, now we all know that Dollar Tree is Dollar Tree Plus. The $1.25 is becoming $1.50. So some of my items were $1.25, some were $1.50. So inflation is hitting all of us. It's hitting our groceries, our property taxes, our gas, and even our Dollar Tree, sadly. But that's where we are. I got a set of 3 gift bags. I love the pink, and I love getting 3 of them, again, for $1.25. I thought I might take a gander at Hobby Lobby or even on Amazon and see how the price compares. But I love the collar, had a couple of gifts I needed to deliver soon, so I snagged those. Here we go. I'm always sort of cycling through my rubber gloves, like to protect my nails when I get around doing them. So these are a great price, beats what I can find elsewhere. Did a little conspicuous consumption here. They have this little mitt for washing your car. And so I thought that was really interesting. So when I get around to washing my car, when it cools down a little bit, I'm going to see how that works out. I also usually keep a little duster in my car for dusting the dash and the steering wheel and everything in there when I'm pumping my gas. And so this also, because it's kind of a microfiber thing, it could also be good for that. I can just stick that in the pocket in my car, or you could do that, and dust it and then give it a good shake and run it through the washing machine later. So like that idea. This was a newbie for all the fall theme that is out, and I just thought this was really cute. Has the little leathery sign there in the middle that says welcome. I'll just drop that in the middle someplace with my fall decor, but couldn't resist, thought it was really cute. I love to keep the Clorox wipes. I tend to travel quite a bit, and so this size is perfect. Fits nicely in this outside zipper pocket of the crossbody bag I like to carry when I travel, and this is great. I always, even before COVID, it's kind of like, you know, when Barbara Mandrell sang I was country when country wasn't cool, and I know I'm really dating myself by using that social reference. Well, I like to say I was sanitizing before COVID, and that made sanitizing cool, because if you've ever seen a mom change a baby's diaper on that tray that folds down in front of you, you will want to sanitize your space as well. So as soon as I sit down, I get one of these out, I sanitize the top and the sides of the tray and the back there. I sanitize the pocket in front of me where I put my water bottle. I sanitize the armrest and even the buckles on the seat belt and the back where my head touches that backrest. So yeah, maybe it's a little over the top, but what can it hurt, right? So, and these are the right price to keep them handy. They seem to be having a little basket at the front of Dollar Tree with some clearance items. And so I picked up some sort of beverage napkins in this navy or royal blue color. I thought I'll use these at some points for 50 cents each, 30 to a pack. So I just picked those up to stick in my napkin stash. Here is some pretty wrapping paper. I'm always intrigued by the colorful and really pretty paper. And I just thought this was a really pretty periwinkle blue with the white outlined roses. So I'll have fun wrapping up a gift for a lady or for one of my daughters for their birthday with this paper. Then Bible study is coming, so I picked up a couple of things in the school supply section that I'll use for my leaders. One, I got some of these sheet protectors that will go in their free 3-ring binders, because I always give them things that can be little and can get lost, and so I'll drop this in their notebooks. And then these little memo pads come 3 to a package. And what I've started doing at Bible study, and this might be an idea for you in your small group or your Sunday school class as well, I have found that in small groups, we tend to share a lot of prayer requests, and we talk about those requests, and then it leaves little room or time for praying for those requests. So what I've suggested that my leaders do is put this notepad in the center of the table, and when their ladies come in to our class on Wednesday morning, have a pen there. They can peel off a piece of paper, write out their prayer request and put their name, and then fold it up and put it in the middle of the table. And then at the end of class, everyone will take one item to pray for. And instead of hearing everybody's request, it gives you the luxury of really praying intentionally and specifically for that one request. If you draw yours, then you can put it back and leave it there. But that's just one way to be sure that you're praying for one another intentionally, and also not take time for everyone to talk about their requests and then to pray about those requests, because we're there to study the Word, and I want to make sure we get to that as well. Another idea that I've done is to pass around a journal. And so if you want everyone to see it, then each person could write their request in the journal and pass it around. And then at the end, the leader could sort of pray down those requests. But also everyone will know them, because as it's passed to them, they can read it, and then you can pass it around one more time so people can sort of visually see that. But I like this idea. We have 24 small groups in the Bible study I teach, so I bought 8 of these, 3 to a pack, and I have the 24 prayer pads instead of memo pads that we need for Bible study. They also had some name badges, for name tags. We do prepared name tags in advance for our regulars, but we always have new ladies coming. And before we print them a tag, or if they're just a visitor for 1 week from out of town, we'll have a Sharpie for them to wear a name tag. And I've struggled to find name tags that will really stick. I've got some that I buy online, but I thought, boy, I'd love to have these be good enough quality to work for us. So I'm going to give them a try and see how they work out. Another thing I found, because when my grandgirls come to visit, they all want to go for the little chirpy cup that I have, this little bird cup that was left over from Easter one year. I have a couple of kids' cups that are just sort of plain collars, but they seem to gravitate towards the one that have a theme or a character. So I saw two that are two popular characters these days. One is Bluey and the other is Paw Patrol. So I picked up these two cups to have in my grandkids' stash on my shelf. I think they're going to be really thrilled to find these there. So they had other designs that you can look for in yours, but these were the two that I knew would capture the attention of my grands. I've never seen these before. This sort of mimics those Pyrex bowls that you have. I love the bowls that come with a lid. I love storing things in glass. It just feels safer. I feel good freezing it, warming it up in the microwave. And so when I saw one, I had to snag that because I have found that some of my lids start to sort of get bent or cracked long before the glass is while the glass is still perfectly fine. So when I found a bowl to maybe replace one of mine, thought that was good. Also great for taking someplace for your lunch or to share something with a friend, or just to put some little toppings if you're going to some sort of a party and you're in charge of taking a salad topping or whatever. So there's that idea. These little snacks are fantastic. These are the little Bear Grams, comparable to Teddy Grams. I think they taste just as great. I like to keep some snacks on hand, again, for my grandgirls. There are 10 in here for $1. I think they're $1.25. They may be $1.50. But what an incredible bargain. Whether it's 12.5 cents or 15 cents per package, I'm confident that beats the name brand price. And I can testify that these are really yummy and good. So those are going to go in Grammy's treat box in her pantry. I like just to have some inexpensive zipper storage bags. I get the good quality freezer ones for things I'm going to freeze that need to last. They're a little thicker, a little safer for food storage and protecting against freezer burn. But these are perfect for just something to capture something. I use them for other things even besides food. So there are 13 slider bags in here. And then this was something new, not seen this before. It's a Snickers pudding and pie filling. Now, when I see Snickers, it always captures my attention because I love that. My husband loves that. And you can just make it as pudding. You can put it in a pie crust, a baked pie crust, or a graham cracker crust. So this may end up as a pie. It may just be some pudding, but just couldn't resist trying a Snickers flavored pudding mix. So you might want to try that as well. Moving on around, I have a granddaughter that loves muffins. In fact, sometimes that's about the only thing she wants for breakfast. If I have muffins, she'll probably eat some grapes or strawberries or something to go with it, but the girl likes her muffins. And sometimes I don't have time to whip up muffins and I forget to have a muffin mix. So they have the Martha White Blueberry Muffin Mix. I'm going to stick this in my freezer. I'll check the date to make sure that I'll use it up before she comes, but I got this in advance and I'll be ready next time she comes to visit. So that's that. We're almost to the end. I have looked at my pull-out drawer in my freezer and it is a mess. I have a French-style refrigerator in my kitchen with the 2 double doors that open on the top and then sort of a pull-out on the bottom. But everything just sort of gets piled in there and it's frankly gotten a little disorganized. I can't find anything. So I measured it this morning before I ran to Dollar Tree, and I'm not sure exactly how this is going to fit in, if the lip is going to change it, but I think I can get 2 to 3 to 4 of these in there, depending upon how I configure it in that little chest style. And if not, I can put them in an upright freezer that I have in my laundry room. But I am determined that my next organizing project in the days ahead is going to be to organize my freezer and sort of maybe make another inventory. I've done that in the past. I think I've even done a YouTube video about that. But of course, it's the maintenance that is the challenge. It seems like whether it's maintaining a healthy weight or any other healthy habit or getting a closet or a drawer organized, we can all get there, but the challenge is to stay there. So I'm going to try to get there one more time, and I may take some before and after shots and share my freezer organization tips with you at some point in the future as well. So there you have it, my Dollar Tree haul and some Dollar Tree items. If I've shared something that you've not seen there before, something that you're going to run off and buy, or if you have an idea of something that is always on your Dollar Tree list, we would love to hear what it is. Leave me a note below. Tell me what you like from my haul. Tell me what's on your haul that we might need to know about. But wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope that you're not only shopping, but you are a woman of the Word and staying tuned in to the Word of God, because that's what Cross My Heart is all about. We are here and committed to encourage women to love God and to love His Word. For Cross My Heart Ministry, I'm Laura McFarland, thanking you for spending part of your day with us.